Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy 2024. Happy New Year. This is my first video of 2024, so I'm really excited to jump right back into content creating and get back on a routine. So for today's video, I'll be packing up a lot of Christmas and sharing things that I have planned for the new year, scheduling, organizing, and the way that I welcome 2024. So packing up Christmas is always a little bittersweet for me. I really love Christmas. When I have to put everything away, I get a little bit sad because it's like one more Christmas in the books. It's kind of sad for me, but I also get excited about a clean slate. I like to carry that mindset with my home, but also with life too. The new year for me is kind of closing a chapter on one year and opening up a chapter for a new year. And I love reflecting back on things and looking at what I did that I enjoyed last year and then what I could do better this year. I try not to set unrealistic goals, but just keep things in mind that I want to work on. So I feel like taking Christmas down is definitely how I will start the new year. I waited, I think, until maybe January 2nd or 3rd. My family and I were super sick over the holidays after we came back from Disneyland. Everybody was very sick. So I really try not to fall into pressure to have like everything taken down, and I try to tell myself like it's okay, just go a little at a time, get done what you can get done. But I can definitely feel the pressure to get everything down and start your New Year's goals, and I really try to not put that pressure on myself and just do what is best for myself and my family. And it did take me about 2 to 3 days to get Christmas like fully wrapped up, organized, and put away, and I will show you guys my organization. It's nothing special. So I usually will take the garland off and then pull out. I have a lot of little tool type pieces in there this year, so I will take all of that out. I kind of separate it out as I'm removing everything. We have a lot of sticks and picks, so I'll kind of just separate those onto the table. And then most of our ornaments are shatterproof. They're not glass. I think there's a few glass ones, so I'll wrap up the glass ones in like a paper bag, but most of them I am just throwing in this Abercrombie bag. I know a lot of people are sharing like organization, and I just don't really see the need for that when a lot of my stuff is shatterproof because I have little kids. So yeah, I just throw it in a bag and it's good. Once we have glass, I may look into like the little organizers and all that, but this works for me, so we're gonna go with that. So I'm taking out a lot of the faux greenery. I don't have a ton of it, but I do have some here and there all over the house, so I will remove that and get that put away in some bins. Another thing I like to do to refresh my space and make it smell really good is I like to wash my couch cushions. So I will get that going while I'm cleaning, and it just kind of saves on time. But we have had this couch for over a year now. It's from Castlery.com, and we could not be happier with how this couch has held up over the past year. It still looks phenomenal, and believe me when I say I have a big dog, we have little kids, and my kids eat in the living room all the time, so things constantly get spilled, and as often as I need to wash the cushion covers, it has held up so beautifully. So this is the Adams L shape in pearl beige with the black legs. I can leave the exact link for you guys if you're interested, but what I love so much is washing the cushions. They're so easy to unzip and remove, and when I wash them in the washer, I will just use my regular laundry detergent, regular settings. If there is a stubborn spot, I might add a little bit of Shout, but I usually don't need to do that. And then I feel the trick is not drying them. So my dryer has a really low heat setting, so I will either use that for maybe like 30 minutes, or I will just hang dry them. I think the safest bet is to hang dry them. You do not want them shrinking in the dryer at all, and I feel like the dryer is really hard on things. So I try to hang dry them as much as I can, but as often as I wash them, the zippers still look beautiful and the cushions really have held their shape. So it looks a little bit tight to zip, but it just maintains that shape and it just looks so polished and clean and minimal, and that is my favorite thing about this couch. So the best part about washing all the cushions is it just gives that really clean laundry smell on the couch and the cushions, which for me is very motivating to clean the rest of the house. So for being over a year old, the upholstery has held up so beautifully on this couch. There has been no pilling, and we have had a sofa in years past that the pilling over time just gets really, really bad, and this still looks so phenomenal. And one of my favorite things about this sofa is that it is very neutral. It has little specks of black, which I feel like add a little bit of a modern feel to it, which I love, but it still feels really neutral. So I can pull in warm colors and cool colors, and I feel like it just goes with everything. I have a lot of greenery and vases with a lot of similar things that were on our Christmas tree, the picks and the little blackberry looking things. So I have to take a lot of that kind of out and disassemble all of that. So I'm going to be taking that out, and I put all of this in big black totes or bins, and they're pretty oversized so they fit a lot of wreaths and the garland and the stockings. I put the bells in a bag all together, and I pretty much just put it all in 2 or 3 big black totes. For the garland over the fireplace, I use those 3M command hooks, and those come off super simple without any damage at all. And this garland is actually held up. I think this is year maybe 3 or 4, and it still looks pretty good, so I think the totes are working. I will also try and remove any and all batteries, just because when they get stored, they can get corroded. If you can see that corrosion, I've learned the hard way. So take all those out, save them or toss them. So guys, please do not judge me on my organization in quotes. This is just what works for me. So like I said, I just put everything in bags. I wish that I could like color coordinate. I wish I was that organized, but a Christmas bin is just good enough for me. I also have some Christmas stuff that I have not used in several years, but it is still really cute, so I kind of hang on to it. I think last year I did a big purge of some Christmas stuff that I no longer use, but some stuff I kind of like to hang on to before I get rid of it, at least for a couple years. So I will just put all of my sticks and picks in there. I will separate some of the ornaments. So I have a big cardboard box with all of the kids, like very special ornaments. Those go on our special tree that was in my son's room this year. But those little handmade ones are super cute. So I want to make sure that those kind of get saved all together. So I don't want those to get separated. And then taking down more greenery around the frames. And please excuse the no makeup, sweatshirt, hair up look. I am living my best life with no makeup and just enjoying being at home and having the music on, and it's just the best feeling ever. This one is always really easy to take apart because it's just a huge garland. So I take the little picks out, take the garland, and throw it all in the box. Those ones in the Starbucks bags are glass, so I wrap those up really good. And then, yeah, I just kind of throw everything in there. And I have shown you guys the bottle brush tree trick in my last video, so yeah, I don't have to worry about squishing those anymore. I'm totally fine with that. I used to try to save them from being squished, and it's so much easier now that I don't have to worry about it. So I'm just throwing all that garland in there. If you saw that label on the side, it said Christmas. You can use any type of label maker. I have a Cricut, so I just use my Cricut machine, and you can use permanent vinyl or removable vinyl, and it works so good for labeling. And then it's time to take down the Christmas tree. It's always the saddest part for me. So our Christmas tree comes down in 4 pieces. So most of it is down here, I think the top two, and then finding the box that matches those. I labeled it this year so I know which part goes in what box, so that should help me next year. I brought back my faux black olive tree, which did lose a limb, sadly, so it's right there on the very bottom. So I need to add some new moss to that and then fix that limb that broke off in the doorway. But once the tree is put away, the boxes are put back in the garage, things are really starting to come along and look clean and very, very bare right now. So when things look super, super empty and bare, I feel like that's the best time to go in with all your cleaning wipes and your cleaning sprays and just really do a deep cleaning on tables and floors and walls and doorknobs, especially after having a super sick family over the holidays and the flu bug probably everywhere in my house. It really is the best feeling to have everything nice and clean, refreshed, that clean scent in the house. And I always love to light a candle. So right now I am working on testing some new scents that I formulated for Elm & Co. I am so excited about these. They should be ready just in time for some spring type scents, but I am so excited for you guys to smell these. So definitely keep an eye out for those. I am going to be keeping some pine cones out just for a little while until I get something to replace that with. But in the meantime, I also have been working on some planning and scheduling. One of the things I really want to work on more this year is devoting more time to my faith. So whether that's through a devotional, I have a prayer type journal coming. I can link all of this in the description if you guys are interested too. Also, I have to have a planner. I actually doubled down this year and got a weekly planner as well. So I usually have my monthly planner just for kids and appointments and all the craziness of life. I also loved these really neutral pens because it always helps you want to get motivated to schedule things, but I really love this planner. I opted for a bigger one. This one has like bigger squares. I got it from Target and it comes in this really pretty green and gold color. I thought it was really pretty and it gets me excited to start planning for the year. So I also love that there is the notes side, so you can add your little extras and little notes on the side there. And then the weekly planner, it breaks down your week day by day, and then you can put goals and notes and things on that as well too. So, and just like that, the house is back to its normal look, looking a little bare. It's always a little bare and sad after Christmas, but it gets me kind of motivated and excited to get ready for some new decor, hopefully coming very soon. So I'll make sure to share that with you guys as I refresh things too. I am wishing you guys the very happiest 2024, a very happy new year. We're so thankful that you guys are here and we've got so much content coming and lots of things planned for 2024. So I'm so glad you're here and hope that you'll stick around and enjoy all the content that we create here. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have anything exciting going on in 2024. And with that, we will catch you guys next time. I am so excited for this year. Let's go. Happy New Year, guys.